The brain's magic trick. How neuroplasticity can transform your mindset. Did you know your brain is like Play-Doh? It's moldable, shapeable, and doesn't dry out. Science calls this neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself based on experiences, thoughts, and actions. Positive psychology calls it your secret weapon for transforming your mindset and living your best life. If you've ever thought, I'm just not good at this, that's just your brain being lazy. The good news? You can teach it new tricks. Let's dive into how neuroplasticity can turn self-doubt into confidence, fear into courage, and Mondays into slightly less terrible Mondays. Your brain is always remodeling, like a never-ending home makeover. Imagine your brain is a house under constant renovation. Every thought, belief, and habit either adds a new room, knocks down an old wall, or accidentally installs a slide instead of stairs. The more you repeat a thought or action, the stronger that neural pathway becomes. Ever try to stop biting your nails? At first, your brain is like, nope, we've been doing this since kindergarten. But with repetition, your neurons eventually build a new habit, like twirling a pen instead. Neuroplasticity is like that one friend who keeps rearranging your furniture. Annoying at first, but eventually, you realize they actually made your living room way better. I'm just not good at that, said your brain before training mode. Ever heard someone say, I just have a bad memory, or I'm not a math person? That's not a personality trait. It's a neural pathway that hasn't been upgraded yet. Your brain isn't bad at things. It's just waiting for you to train it. Example, London taxi drivers have larger hippocampi because they memorize thousands of street routes. Did they start out as human GPS devices? Nope. Their brains rewired through practice. Your brain is like a muscle. If you never exercise it, don't be surprised when it struggles to lift anything heavier than a TikTok trend. Failure is just your brain learning, and sometimes failing hilariously. Good news. Every time you mess up, your brain actually grows. It's called synaptic pruning, when your brain removes weak connections and strengthens useful ones. Babies fall about 17 times per hour when learning to walk, yet none of them say, yeah, maybe walking just isn't for me. Instead, they keep at it until they're running, climbing, and somehow getting into things they shouldn't. Every time I fail, I remind myself, even Einstein probably had an awkward teenage phase. Change your thoughts. Change your brain. Yes, it's that simple. Your thoughts literally reprogram your brain. If you keep telling yourself, I'm not confident, your brain believes you and builds a confidence. Never heard of her pathway. Studies show that visualizing success activates the same brain regions as actually doing the thing. So Olympic athletes mentally rehearse their routines as if they're already winning gold. Your brain is basically an algorithm. If you keep feeding it, I'm amazing, eventually it'll stop suggesting I'm a disaster. Small changes equals big brain gains. Rewiring your brain doesn't mean flipping your life upside down overnight. Tiny, consistent changes are the real MVPs. Example, instead of saying, I have to work out for an hour, tell your brain, let's just do 5 minutes.